Hey, warriors. So, most of us are afraid of silence. You know, we want to fill silence with, or fill every moment of our days with noise, music, podcasts, scrolling, just a constant stimulation, right? Okay. But silence isn't just the absence of sound, I guess. Silence is a field of potential. You understand? A space where something bigger, deeper, you know, can begin to emerge if we allow it, right? Think about it. Your mind is constantly processing information. Thousands of signals, thoughts, emotions, external noise. But when you're in real silence, right? Those signals, they begin to settle, if you will. And that's where something amazing starts happening, right? Your awareness sharpens there. Obviously, we all know this, okay? I'm just saying, you know, people don't realize, I guess, the actual potential in silence is my point to this video. But, when you do enter real silence, you know what I mean? You start noticing that things that were buried under all that damn noise, they start to happen. Start to surface. Sorry. That's where integration actually happens is in silence. That's where your nervous system, it resets in silence. Your intuition, it becomes easier to hear in silence. And no, it's not because, you know, something, I don't know, magical is happening there, but it's because the 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 noise that was drowning everything out starts to fade, right? Okay. Many ancient traditions, they obviously understand this. You know what I mean? Or understood this, which is why, meditation, prayer, contemplation always begin with stillness, right? Okay, so stillness creates the conditions for transformation. It's the same as, look at it like fertile soil, okay? Nothing's happening at the surface, but, beneath the surface, new patterns, will say, roots. That's where they're growing, right? Okay, so if you want to experiment with this, start simple. This is, if you've never have. And the reason I'm doing this is for number one, people that haven't ever tried meditation or any type of meditation. And number two, for the other people who have and aren't realizing the potential of being silent. Because, people are constantly wanting to talk about activation this and activation that. You know what I mean? But they don't realize if you want to get to your activations, that's where you find them in silence. So, anyways, if you are wanting to, experiment with silence, start simple, you know, slow your breathing, let your attention rest in your body, and set a simple intention, right? Not a demand, obviously, just a direction. I don't know, something like clarity, understanding, alignment. I don't know, maybe you have a specific one yourself. But set that intention and then let the silence do the work. It's simple, right? The modern world, it teaches us to chase answers outside of ourselves. But silence reminds us that awareness already contains more wisdom than we usually allow it to show. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes those activations that we're chasing, right? They don't come from doing more. They come when we decide to settle our bodies and become still. So if you're wanting to activate all these things people talk about out there in the world, that's where you start. I love you.